Trying to get turned, searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you...
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see DeAndre Swift. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season, obviously.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Taken at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down, leave them with a 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
You talk about this Giant defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Grant Calcaterra. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Throwing Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said Barkley hit in the ball, pops free. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right?
Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley to the 43, second down. You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on it. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Eluding the pressure right. Well, that'll be incomplete. And he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. On the return, it's Rodgers. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 62 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Michael Gallup leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, we head up to Kansas City. Check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback. That's Jalen Hurts. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Rodgers to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Now a 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. Now he's flushed out left. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Swift going to try up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That one complete to Hodgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A handoff, Barkley running left, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones working the middle. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 38, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll buy some time right. Got him in. It's Brown. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Ward. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Swift. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Robinson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants going to take over again on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's Jones. Throwing to start the drive. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out come the Giants. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. Picked up. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it.